Shalom, Akim. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and roll well. And salutations to all the Akim and all four corners of the earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Yeah, I want to get on this demon here. She's made the news. They out, our people are out partying. Like this is not a violent city. They're dropping locations. This is why you have to watch these young chicks that you deal with, or like the brother say, just stay away from these hordes of the nigga woman, man. They were packs. They're in hordes of them. But yeah, she's made the news, and it's a possibility. If it gets to Donald Trump's desk or table, or if he hears about it, he's gonna be pushing more and more for that to bring them troops to in Chicago, man. And ultimately that's gonna happen, but it could be happening rapidly. It's moving faster, is what I should say. Especially when you have Negro stuff like this going on, flat out, plain and simple. But at the end of the day, the Lord putting the spirit upon these people, because it was a time for everything. It's not a time for that right now. And another thing, the spot that it got shot up, that was one of them LGBTQ plus plots. So they're getting ready to close that down. So good riddance to it. So some good things came out of it. Lord always shows his hand. And shows what he's. The Lord is in control of everything. But these women, our women, Israelite women, are out of control. You don't care about anything. You don't care about yourself, and that's evident by the way you dress, the fake hair you put on, the fake lashes, the fake makeup. All these things will give you cancer. You don't care. You're young. You're stupid. You're dumb. Those are the things that come out their mouth. That's what they say. If you try to explain to them what's going on, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to have no accountability. These chicks, they get these different BBLs and plastic things done to their bodies and everything. They're never satisfied. Prince wrote songs about how his own mom was never satisfied. So why would men want to follow behind a dastardly devil of a being like this, man? Why? It's just wicked, man. But this is what we come home to. This is our daughters, these are wives, some of us, and our people are just lost, man. Isaiah 3:12 is for my people. Children are the oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path. When you think about it, you got more women preachers nowadays. This stuff is at an all-time high. Women run the households. You have more women CEOs, especially the nigga woman I'm speaking about, man. She's in control of a lot of these social service businesses that you have to go into, and you need help. You have to deal with a head twisting Keisha, attitude having, Lawanda. I got fired. I got fired from one of my jobs because of one that had an attitude out of nowhere. And these things happen, man. So they lead everything. They, women rule over everything right now, especially Negro women. But the Lord is turning things around, man. A lot of these businesses are closing. A lot of these jobs, these Section 8s, and all that stuff is coming to an end. So they're gonna be humble very soon, man. They're gonna be very humble very soon. What's that? Yeah, they're gonna be humble very soon. And these women, you even got some women that'll push a narrative that God is a woman, man. So you got all sorts of this madness here in Babylon, stirred up by Esau and these nigga women, man. The fucking world embolizes these fucking sexy reds, these Keisha Coles, these nutty ass women, with nothing but fake everything on them, it's just pushed off to the world, man. Like, this is how we want our women to be. It's a sickness. And who is it pushed off by? Esau, man. The Karzais run the whole media thing, from the music game to your TV to your videos to MTV, everything. So they run it, man. This is Psalm 14:1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Yeah, man. These people are done. They're filthy. They jack up everything, man. They're filthy, man. Let me continue. The Lord looked down. Psalm 14:2. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if they were any that did understand and seek Yahweh. They are gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good. None that doeth good. No, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people, as they eat up bread and call upon the Lord? So yeah, our people, once again, the different things that Egypt was giving to them, the leaders, the Karzais, this is the thing. This is a product of it, man. These mellow bucks, these sexy reds, they are a product of Esau's plans, of his wicked men. That their workers in iniquity have laid a snare, and our people have fell right into it, man. And they love it. They don't want to come out of it. They allow these things. They allow their men, their boys, to be raised by these fucking feminine households and stuff like that, man. It's all jacked up, man. Everything's backwards, man. And you Negroes and Latinos households, man. The women are whores, the girls are sluts, are dykes. It's just everything's out of hand. Everything's out of hand. This is Sirach 25, and I'm going to start at 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So, when we look at these images and all those people that got shot up, majority of people right now, men do not go to clubs with these women. Flat out, plain and simple. And I found this out when I first got back to Chicago back in like 2012, 15, around that time. One of the girls said that men don't even come to the club. It's just us girls dancing on each other at the club. And I'm like, yeah, because y'all chased us all away. Went back and forth with the chick, but at the same time, just making my point that, stay out these damn clubs, man. Stay away from this weirdness, man, because these women roll in packs. They're violent. They drink more than men. They're shooting guns like men. They want to be men, especially the nigga woman, man. When you hear this chick's music, it pushes nothing but death and violence, So what, you didn't expect your party to get shot up? You just wanted to push violence to everybody else, but you was going to be okay, Ecclesiastes 25, I'm gonna drop down to 21. Or stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abideth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. And you're going to continuously see massacres and shoot-ups at these damn nigga women parties and events. Truthfully, this was like an on-trickle going down effect, because you had a bunch of women that were like I was saying, you had a bunch of women that they had been getting knocked off the shelf. The Lord's not playing right now, man. Car accidents. These women, like I said, they're in packs and stuff. They want to go get drunk. Women nowadays, you'll see 5 women in the store, and all 5 of them will get different bottles of liquor. That's what they do nowadays, man. You know, these are not regular women no more. You know, these are monsters we're dealing with, man. They'll get all different liquor, and then drink all that shit and share the bottles with each other with different mixed liquor. And they'll start at a certain point in the day and keep it going through the night. The particular ones I'm speaking about did this, and they had a car accident. They were going over 100 miles per hour. This is down in Florida. You know, going over 100 miles per hour and flipped the car over. The whole car, all the women died in the car. We just had the other day, some other women were in a car and had their kids in there and died, man. So right now, the Lord is just turning up the spirit on you black women, man. And any one of you and the brothers is around them and dealing with them heavy like that, man. You know, like, it's just crazy out here, man. Dealing with these black women, man. They don't have no good. They don't mean no good to us right now, man. This is Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna finish this off. Ecclesiastes 25 and 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not to thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Now, in this society, when you do that, be prepared to lose everything. So this is why, once again, you got to think about who you have your babies with. You got to think about who you marry. You know, you got to think about these women who you marry nowadays, man. They could turn sour. You could be making all the money, and now they want to all of a sudden leave you. They'll take everything and have you pay child support and get alimony and take everything, man. You know, I've seen it happen. So you really have to watch these women, you know. And on top of that, having babies. You say you just want to have babies with these women. These women are nothing but what do they call them? Ghetto gaggers. But dead what is it? Dumpster for cum dumpsters. You know, bunch of different baby seeds just running around in that bunch of DNA just running around in that body, ready to be released. You know. But yeah, man, these women are nuts, man. We got to watch these women. You know, men of the Lord, man. You know, like the apostles say, man, if you got to deal with the kingdom women, man, deal with a woman from the islands, man. You know what I'm saying? Fresh from the West Coast, you know, and try to groom her the way you want her to be, and try not to have her watch too much TV and keep her off social media. That's one of the number one things. Keep them off social media, you know. But yeah, man, I just wanted to speak on this little madness that happened the other day here. We don't party like that, no way. But at the end of the day, be aware of your surroundings, whether it be a barbecue you're at, because, you know, we're in a time of barbecuing right now, you know, and you got to watch those situations, man, because Ray Rays and Pookies get jealous and they get locations dropped from the women that are at the parties, man. You know, I remember back in my day, in the 2000s, when we did a little party or something, we used to have to then take the phones from the women, man, because these broads would be dropping locations, man. With that being self is edifying. Shalom, Maki.